Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is just going to be a pregnancy update. It's been about 3 weeks, I think, since I filmed last, and we've had our anatomy scan, so I wanted to update y'all on that. And I have a list on my phone of a few other things that I wanted to talk about in case I forget. But I've had a lot of new subscribers pretty much since I announced that I was pregnant. So for those that are new, hi. My name is Callie. I am 26. I just turned 26 in February, but I'm pregnant with our first child. It's a baby boy, and I'm 21 weeks and 2 days, I think, today. So my due date is July 15th, and I've been just documenting the pregnancy so far, and this is just another one of those videos. But thank you for all those who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll try to post like once a week as long as I have updates, or I could just do vlogs, I guess. But I'm trying to update and post as much as I can, as much as there's interesting things to talk about. So, like I said, 21 weeks on Wednesday. So I'm 21 weeks and today's Friday, 21 weeks, 5 days. But last week we had our anatomy scan, and I was gonna tell y'all everything that happened. So we're going through the midwives. Greenville Midwifery is the name of the practice that we're going with. And they refer out to like an OBGYN practice for an elective gender scan, which we did at 17 weeks. And then for the anatomy scan, for the big scan. So we went to the OBGYN practice, and they just like weighed me, took my blood pressure, did like vitals and stuff like that. And then we went into the ultrasound room. We were probably in there, it felt like 30 minutes or so. And she took like 50 pictures. I knew for the anatomy scan that they would take a lot of pictures, but like she was taking pictures of everything. And it was so cool to see him wiggling around. We actually think he had the hiccups because we could see him like not flinching, but like looks like he was hiccuping every few seconds, like very rhythmically. So that was cool to see. We saw his like tongue moving in and out of his mouth, and you could actually see that his foot, she like zoomed in on it, his foot was literally like pressed against my bladder, right against it, which I haven't had too many issues like with my bladder. I definitely pee more, and it does like sometimes come out of nowhere. I'm like from 0 to 100, all of a sudden I really gotta pee, but I haven't like wet my pants or anything yet, you know, from him like kicking me. But that was really cool to see. And she was able to see, like they look at the placenta, and so my placenta is anterior. So what that means, the way it was explained to me, is that like here's the baby, you know, in my tummy, and then the placenta's on top, and then my belly. So the placenta's right up against my stomach, like in between me and the baby, if that makes sense. So that, she said, it's perfectly healthy and fine place for the placenta to be. It just means that you may, somebody with an anterior placenta may take longer to feel the baby move. And that is something that I think I experienced. So I do naps probably since like 19 and a half weeks. Every night, like at least once, I feel like I think I feel him move. But I never had like those butterflies or tickling that some people explain it to be. I never felt that. And it would make sense with the anterior placenta that like you're not gonna feel that little stuff because he's so deep in there. So what I felt before, like before 19 weeks, felt like a roll, kind of like if maybe he was moving his whole body or something. That's what it seemed like I would feel. But now I will feel more like a kind of a thump. And I think he's getting bigger and stronger enough to where Scott should be able to feel it soon. So I'm really excited about that, because I think I can feel it when I put my hand on it, but mostly I like feel it on the inside. But it's been really nice and comforting. Like I said, usually during the night I'll feel it. Sometimes after I eat breakfast and like right when I get to work and I'm just sitting there relaxing. But I guess during the day, you know, you're busy and you're thinking about other things. But then at nighttime, if I'm sitting in bed or sitting on the couch, I can usually feel him start like wiggling around. So that has been really, really cool. So everything with the anatomy scan went really well though. She got all the pictures that she needed to. She had to poke him a little bit. Like I had to roll over to make sure that she got all the images. I think when he was laying on his back, so I think she wanted to get good pictures of his spine. So she was poking him a good bit. He's definitely still a boy. She made sure of that. And everything just looked really good. His heart looked good. Like I said, I mean, he was measuring right on, so everything was perfect. I don't know about if this was like all in my head or what, but I personally really don't like the feeling when they're doing an ultrasound, like the pressure. I don't know if it's in my mind. I don't like the thought of them like pushing down hard on him, which I know he doesn't care, but something about it, like it was almost making me nauseous just laying there with her like pushing, because you know they have to like push deep to find things. But I was sitting there, I'm like, I don't like this. And I also have this weird thing, I don't like people touching my belly button, and so she was putting that thing, like his head was right apparently under my belly button, so she was like putting the little probe into my belly button, and so that was making me cringe a little bit. But overall the experience was good. So then it was, like I said, we were in there for about 30 minutes. And then we went into another like exam room to wait for the doctor, and the doctor came in for less than a minute and just said, you know, everything looks good. I'm happy with the pictures. We got everything we needed. Do you have any questions? And since we didn't have any questions, she was like, all right, well, go enjoy your day. So I'm happy that we didn't have to sit in there and talk about anything weird that she found, but I was just surprised that it was like 45 seconds later, like we're in and out. So that was our experience with the anatomy scan. It went really well. I'm not too sure if we'll get another scan. I don't know if the midwives do one at like 36 or something weeks, but from my understanding, unless there was something that they needed to look at, that might be the last time that like we see him, unless we do like a 3D, 4D, you know, elective ultrasound. But everything went fantastic with that. That's like the biggest update. But for whatever reason, I wanted to wait until after the anatomy scan to start building our registry. And so Scott and I have officially started. I think we're actually pretty much done with the registry. We have to finalize the crib and car seat travel system. We're still in between, but I think this weekend we're gonna go to Bye Bye Baby. We're kind of between two of them. So we're gonna try and test drive them again and see which ones we really like. But we have registered on Target for people who want to go into store, but one of my friends, when she was pregnant, registered on Baby List, which was the first time that I had ever heard of it. And I really like it because you can put things from like Etsy, or if you want a diaper bag from Pottery Barn, you put that on there. You don't have, you can do one thing from one website, 3 things from another, instead of like only having things that are available on Amazon. So I really like it, but I do feel like it's for people that are a little bit more like tech savvy, you know, because it'll list on there, like we have like a copper pearl, you know, the 5-in-1 things that go over the car seat. So we have one of those, and it'll say like on Amazon it's this much, and at Target it's this much, and from Copper Pearl it's this much. So I really like that feature. That, I mean, sometimes Target is $10 more than the same thing at Walmart. So I really like that you can see. But like I said, we both wanted to register for somewhere that people can actually go in store, so that's why we did Target as well. But let me know down below any kind of like must-haves that you have if you've had a child, or if you're pregnant, things that people have told you that you really need. Because like I said, I think we're done for the most part with the registry, but if y'all are telling me something that I need to have, then I will definitely add it to my registry. So let me know what you think I need. And lastly on my list of things to talk about, the last thing that I wanted to mention was I have been getting a little bigger. So my clothes, my like pre-pregnancy clothes, especially like pants, like really don't fit very well. So I've been ordering stuff on Amazon. And one thing, this has nothing to do with babies, but one thing, I mentioned it in my last video. I showed y'all the little like thing that I have my keys on in my wallet, but I mentioned that I got, I think this is 72 ounces, the water bottle, because I want to drink a lot of water. Yeah, well, 73 ounces, yeah. I already drink a lot of water anyways. That's the only thing I drink besides like a coffee once a week or so, or maybe some orange juice. But this is Soku, I think, is the brand. I'll link it down below, and I really enjoy it. I keep it at home. I don't take it to work with me just because really it's so big, but I keep it at home and fill it up maybe once a day. And if I'm home all day, I'll definitely at least drink one. Usually I try to drink 2. The issue is well, one, it's not dishwasher safe, supposedly. So that's kind of a hassle. But I like that it has this little, I mean, usually it has like a little carrying thing. Usually I just carry it by this. The issue, and people said it in their reviews, and I didn't think it would be true, is that it like whistles when you drink it. And I think it's because it has like this little, like it has the big hole, but then it has that little hole. And so when you drink it, it makes like a whistling noise. And that's another reason I probably wouldn't take it to work. I mean, not that, that's not the end of the world if it's whistling, but let me see if it'll do it. I don't know if you were able to hear that, but there have been times when I'm in the bedroom drinking this and Scott's in the living room and he says he can hear it whistling. So that is not a flaw, but that is something to consider if you want to get a really big one, that this one does whistle. I would still repurchase it. It wouldn't stop me because it helps me get a lot of water, but it is kind of annoying every time I drink. If you just open your mouth and pour it in, it won't whistle, but I'm like a, I won't say I'm a sucker, but like when I'm drinking, I'm like really trying to get some water in, and so that's why it whistles. So if you're just more of a pourer, then it might not whistle for you. But I'll link it down below because I really like it, and they had a ton of colors. So the other baby stuff that I've been ordering on Amazon, I got a pack of maternity tank tops. It was like 3 for like 30 something dollars. I really like them. They're gonna be super easy. I'll probably wear them every single day to work because I can just throw a cardigan or a jacket on and it's totally fine. But since I'm trying to consider that I'll be super pregnant in the summer, so like I said, I'm due July 15th, so I'll be like massive in May and June when it gets really hot here in South Carolina. Well, not really hot, but I mean, it gets hot for me. So I got these tank tops because then I can wear them to work, but I can also just wear them like to the store, or we're going to the beach in May, so I can wear them there as well. And then I got some maternity or nursing bras. I was running out of space in my pre-pregnancy bras, so I got some of these. I think my sister got these as well, and she really liked them when she was pregnant with her son. So I think I got the same ones that she did, and so she really liked them, and so far I really liked them. I haven't obviously used them for nursing, but for comfort and support. They have like a thick band, which I really like, because my other bands from my other bras were like rolling down, and I just don't love that. But these have been really comfortable, and it was a pack of 3. I don't remember how much it was, but again, it was a pack of 3, like tan, white, and black, I think were the colors that I got. And then this was kind of an impulse because it was really highly rated, but I got some maternity like biker shorts. They're like workout shorts, but they're about the length of biker shorts, but they have pockets on them, which is not the reason I got them, but it's a really good reason to buy them if you want to. But like I said, since we're going to the beach, and I do like to work out at home, and honestly, when I'm like super big and it's the summertime, I'll probably wear these to the gym. Right now, I can still squeeze into some leggings, but all my workout leggings are high-waisted, so it's pretty uncomfortable because it just digs into my stomach all the time when I'm trying to work out. But I really like these, and I've worked out with them at home, and I had no issues with it, like with the belly band rolling down or anything. So I really like these. One thing is, and it's not a big deal, but I am really pale, and I've been trying to master the art of self-tanning. So this is literally me like with the self-tan on. You can see, but like, I didn't do the best job, but I would still go out in public for sure. So I'm still like mastering it. Some places are a little darker, but the point is I ordered the gray like biker shorts, and right now with a tan, I would wear them out in public, but they kind of just like really wash me out when I'm not tan. So that's something I want to buy on Amazon, is a new foaming self-tan. I'm comfortable self-tanning while I'm pregnant. I'm more comfortable self-tanning with like a mousse or lotion than I am going out and laying out in the sun to get a tan. But if you're not comfortable, then I'm not like recommending it. You don't have to do it. But if you know a good Amazon or like Ulta foaming self-tan, and I don't want to get Loving Tan because it is $50, and I know it's the best. Everybody says it's the best, and the dripping gold is supposed to be really good too. But I'm looking for more like affordable option, because the one I got, I don't remember the name of it. I can try to find it and link it down below, because I do like it. I like the color that I get. The issue I have is that it comes in a spray bottle, and so I had like my mitt on and I would spray it. And so right now, like the side of my wrist and the back of it got a lot darker because of like the residue. And I was doing it in my bathroom and all over my bathroom counter. Luckily it didn't stain, but I had like little specks all over my bathroom counter because with a spray, with like a squirt bottle, it goes everywhere. And so I'm looking, I want to get a foam one. So if there's one that you've tried or like a mousse that you really like, let me know. But I think those are all the things that I want to talk about in this video. We are starting-ish the nursery. So we have the dresser from IKEA. I don't know if I've showed y'all that, but I'll do a whole like nursery video when we start buying stuff. And then we've got a circle mirror for in there. But right now the room it used to have like a IKEA vanity where I would do my makeup or sit at the computer or do schoolwork and stuff, but I moved that into this room. So this is our sunroom. You can see like our backyard and stuff, and it's all windows. So it's not that big of a room, but it has like tile floor, our dog's crates are in here, and this day bed from IKEA. So I guess we get a lot of stuff from IKEA. I really like this day bed though. But I moved my makeup vanity from the nursery into here, but so in that room we still have Scott's drum set, which takes up like the majority of the room. So once we relocate his drum set, we'll really be able to go full force with the nursery. I have some ideas of what I want it to look like. I'm pretty like set on, I don't really have a theme, but I have like maybe a color scheme-ish. But anyways, I'll do a whole video on like a nursery tour and like designing the nursery, picking out the stuff. So look forward to that. And I'll probably be doing some more vlogs here and there just because I don't have that many pregnancy updates right now. Oh, something I did forget to mention. If you've been following me for this pregnancy journey, since the second trimester, I have not stopped getting sick, which is a little dramatic because I have had breaks and I'm not sick right now. So around 12 weeks, I got strep throat. Around when I was 17 weeks, I think, I got the flu. And for me, it really honestly wasn't that bad. And I'm very grateful for that. And I don't know if it's because I had the flu shot, but it was much more like sneezing and sniffling and coughing than it was like I never threw up or anything. So I had the flu, I tested positive for it, but it really honestly was not that bad. So last week on Wednesday we had our anatomy scan, and then Thursday I was off work and I went. So since my birthday was in February, you should sign up for Jersey Mike's if you like it, if you like to eat Jersey Mike's, because they have like a birthday club. And so basically you get a free sub. Like they send you the coupon on your birthday, but you can use it anytime. The point is, I got my free sub. It was absolutely delicious. It was like a chicken sub. It was a hot sub, so I didn't get like listeria or anything. But I had that, and then at like 4:30 that afternoon, I thought my stomach was feeling a little weird, and I thought I was hungry, so I ate something else. And then by 5:30, I was getting physically sick. Some people don't like to talk about throw up. I don't mind it, so I'm just gonna talk about it. But I was throwing up. I threw up everything, and I figured, you know, after one throw up, I'd be totally fine. I saw like my sub was in there, my free sub was in the toilet, and what I had just eaten for dinner was in the toilet. So I threw up everything, and it didn't feel, I mean, it doesn't feel good to throw up, but I felt better right after. So Scott ran and made me some Pedialyte, and then within 30 minutes I got sick and threw that up. So basically from 5:30 until like 1:30 in the morning, I got sick like 8 times. And after the first 2, it hurt really, really bad because I didn't have anything in my stomach. So I tried to eat a banana, I would throw that up. I would try to take sips of water, and then I would throw that up. But if I didn't try to eat anything, then I would just throw up yellow bile. And I was so sore the next day, like I had run a marathon and done 500 squats and lunges, because my full body would like, not convulse, but like tense up to try and get something, you know, out. So I think it was just a stomach bug because I hadn't thrown up since, and I've been totally fine. But I made a terrible mistake because I felt so bad for a little man in my stomach, you know, that he was having to sit there and listen to all that and like my body tensing up and stuff. He might have slept through it, I don't really know. But I was like, you know, I've thrown up everything in my stomach, so let me, while I drink this water, take my prenatal. And that was a grave mistake, because turns out apparently they're made of like fish oil. Every single time I threw up after I took the prenatal, which was at like 7 o'clock, because I wanted him to have some kind of like nutrients, it tasted like straight up fish, and I don't eat fish. I don't like the smell of fish. I really don't like the taste of fish, and that was one of the worst parts. Like, obviously it was painful because I was throwing up and I didn't have anything in my stomach, but it always tasted like fish, and it was miserable. I actually called the midwives because I was concerned that I needed to like maybe go get IV fluids or something, because I couldn't even keep water down, and they said that that's only like that they would only do that after like 24 hours of not being able to keep anything down. And luckily for me, it lasted like 7 or 8 hours. So the point is, I did not expect to get so sick while I was pregnant all the time. I just feel like I'm constantly sick with something, and I'm grateful that I've had a very healthy pregnancy. I got a healthy baby in there, but I'm usually the person that never gets sick. So to get sick 3 times in like a 8-week period has been exhausting. It's been a new experience. I was not expecting all that, and hopefully, since like it's March now and hopefully the sick season is almost over, but I do work in a hospital, and so I'm sure that does not help. I try to sanitize, I try to wash my hands, I try not to touch my face, I try to drink a lot of water, but I've been struggling. But right now I feel really good. So that's all that I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I can't wait to talk to you in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.